Good evening, traders. Welcome to another video from our LTR group. So on this video, we are going to talk about how the index is going to be behaving next week. What are the targets that we need to look after? Is the index going to fall more? And also, we are going to analyze a few stocks that I've picked up for you that you can watch out for a very beautiful breakout. So let's go to the charts and quickly understand first where Nifty is going to trade. Then I will come down to another couple of stocks that we have here. Now, to start with at this moment, the only way you need to understand this is through a line chart. So if you would see that the index at this moment is making, a lower low over here, and whatever high it is trying to bounce with is not getting breached over here at this moment. So if we understand right from the top till the bottom, it has now taken a rejection from a very important area of 17,370. So if this was broken, then we could have expected at least a target of 17,800. But because this is now being breached, the targets over here onto the downside will now open. So now let us go ahead and plan and see as to where can it go and what are the targets that we need to look at. Now, firstly, what you need to do is you need to change the way how you draw your Fibonacci and mark it towards the bottom over here. So now I would want to tell you that there is a high possibility that if this trend doesn't change, we can reach somewhere around 15,762. But the point is that I don't want to wait for so long as targets, but there are supposedly a few short targets I can look out for. For that, just bring your fib down towards this level and complete the box that is there over here at this moment. So by this, it is as simple as this, that until and unless this area has been broken, we should not be looking for any buy opportunities. So it should be a sell on rise. So if let's say it takes out this swing low, that is somewhere around 17,000 now in the next week, then we can expect a target of 16,719. And if that is also successfully broken, then we can look at 16,553. So these are the levels that are going to open up for Nifty, and I want you to keep a watch on them. So now in terms of Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty has also been behaving on the similar fashion. It is having a particular trend line. It is on a complete downtrend. Any bounce that is coming over here, even if it is for 800 points, it's actually getting striked. But over here, again, to analyze this, you would take a fib over here. Until and unless Bank Nifty is about 37,100, it is going to be a sell on rise. So it is just going to be a sell on rise. The only thing that you would need to do is you would need to very practically look for the targets and try to move around them. So now if we want to look at the maximum downside target that we can have for this particular trend, so you would just need to adjust your Fibonacci like this. And once it is done, you should know that if this trend continues, this particular index is going to go to 32,108. Now, what we need to do over here is that we need to take this Fibonacci, okay, extend it over here. Wait, let me just get that number here. My apologies. I think I'm having some issues with my mouse. So just one moment. So right now, let's mark this level. Okay, and this level as well, because this is going to be the low. And now let's take the fib over here towards the downside. So the first target that we are going to expect once this is being broken is going to be 35,000. So that'll be 34,981 if 35,739 is being broken. And the secondary target would be 34,392 and then 34,000. So these are the levels that are going to open if it starts cutting itself over here onto the downside. So remember, whatever you're doing as a positional or whatever you have, if you're achieving these targets, I want you to quickly go ahead and exit. So this would be the levels for Bank Nifty. Now, the other one that I have on my watch list over here is this beautiful stock. Now, once upon a time, I used to trade in this stock. A couple of years ago, and it used to be somewhere around 73. Today, I'm looking at it on a very different number. So over here, what you can do is Idea has already gone ahead and moved from the consolidation over here to the bottom levels, wherever it was. Over here, the lowest point that we could see over here was in the month of April for 3 rupees and is right now at 14 rupees. So this would be a best buy scenario for us. Now, this is something that you can actually go ahead and keep it as a positional, because this is going to give us a decent amount of returns. So for us to make out the targets once again, you're going to draw this. And once the Fibonacci is confirmed, I can expect 21 is what I'm looking at. So I'll be going ahead buying OTM options that are available for the month of Jan and Feb, which are around 20 or 21 rupees. And once I have them, I'm going to keep them in a positional manner. So once this level of 14.45, now I would say 15 has been broken, then this target of 21 is what I'm going to be looking for over 3 months. Now, the other guy that is going to be on a similar phase is going to be Bharti Airtel. Now, Bharti Airtel at this moment, if you look at the price action, it is right now taking a little bit of a support from the trend line that is coming from the bottom. So what you would need to do is you would need to be very, very careful with the momentum that it is trying to pick up. So it is going to spend some time during this range. So it is going to consolidate. And the day when it is going to take out 766.80, then expect at least a 10% on that particular week that is going to happen. So pretty much if Vodafone is going up, Idea, usually has that particular power, but Bharti Airtel comes down. They both don't go together until they have a news that is going to benefit their segment. But however, Bharti Airtel will be on my watch list, and I'm going to be looking forward for any breakouts that are going to happen over there on the upside. Now, remember, whatever the numbers or the levels that I'm giving you is for the next week and can be applicable for the entire month as well. The other beautiful guy is Zeal. Now, Zeal has been consolidating over here for quite some time. Now, a lot of you guys would have heard about the merger and a few things here and there that were coming around. And if you would see in the month of September, this particular stock, just with the merger news, moved up somewhere around 95% on that particular direction. Now, high possibility is that this fair value of 350 is not going to be there for a very long time. If the merger with Sony and Z becomes 100%, then what we are going to have is that this stock can reach for the levels above 500 and also for the levels above 600, because this is going to create a bit of a monopoly situation here at the Indian entertainment industry. But the biggest date that I want you guys to keep a watch with is going to be the 22nd of December. Now, if you understood that this rally that exactly happened over here was on the 22nd of September. So what is going to happen right now is that the 90-day period for the due diligence is going to get completed by 22nd of December. So by that time, Z has to go ahead and say whether it's with Sony, yes or no. If it is a yes, then yes, our targets above 600 and 500 can be easily achieved. If it is a no, then this guy is straight away going to go back and fall down at the 290 to somewhere around 250 levels is where this is going to stay. But at this moment, because this is such a big merger and a lot of news that is coming over here where Zeal is ready to give 51% stake on the board for the Sony members. So I don't think any merger acquisition with such a benefit would be able to take its eyes off the plan. But over here, in terms of the technical analysis, let me just go ahead and give you the number that I'm looking at. So I am going to consider this entire rise that has happened from the 22nd of September as a range. So for me, my first target, once it starts taking out the level of 364, my first target is going to be at 476. And the next target would be somewhere around 658. So these are the targets that I'm actually looking for. Now, I know that, this can look like a fairy tale, but, stock market is all about probability. You just need to find the right one and stick next to it. So these are my levels, and these are the stocks that I picked up for the month of December. and for the next week, and the levels for Bank Nifty and Nifty for the next week. So, I hope these levels help you and help you make certain decisions. So whatever that I've drawn on this particular video can be done by yourself. If you have any questions, reach out to me on my WhatsApp that is listed on the comment section over there below, and I'll be more than happy to help you with this information. I thank you so much for your time. I wish you have a beautiful weekend ahead. I will see you on the next video tomorrow. Take care. Jai Hind. Goodbye for now.